Okay, we've just got the last area to go. We probably only have like 2 episodes left of this, so gonna have to savor it. Where did this come from? Oh, that's hilarious. I do have a thing to give him actually. First, why haven't I seen a Solarian that's my age? Doesn't your tribe have any kids, E? They're all in hibernation. Does that mean they're sleeping? I really want to meet them. But the only thing is, will they like me? We're kind of different. Don't worry, you're very likable, unlike when I was a kid. If you get the chance, I'm sure you'll get along with them fine. If you get the chance. Alright. I think you'll like this book. Let me see. 2 sky peppers, 1 caddy of fish rice? Oh, this is a recipe! Not just any old recipe, it's a collection of recipes from the best chefs on Penglai. I get it now. This is just a way for you to complain about the food I make. These recipes seem a little over the top. I mean, carve a radish into the shape of a dragon? That's not gonna make it taste better. Traditional aristocratic cooking emphasizes both flavor and presentation. Is this what you used to eat? Not really. I came from a Taoist family, and we made do with simple meals. What? You did all that explaining and then you tell me you never had any before? That may be true, but we still have a lot of choices. What's the best dish you ever had in your life? I might be able to make it. That'd be phoenix egg fried rice using leftover rice. I forget how long it's been since I last had it. You should have told me earlier. Egg fried rice is easy. I'll make some for you next time. I think you're better off not trying. I'd prefer to keep those delicious memories intact. Alright. Then we're gonna reload the area real quick to see what he makes of this. Apparently it's nothing. Alright, anyone else that wants to talk to me? I mean, I know Abacus does, but... So now we're going to get our Mega Ultra Death Laser that can destroy the things that don't stay dead. You have returned, my lord. Is this the blood serum? I shall begin the analysis right away.
Okay.
Lord E, Lord Kwafu, I have completed my analysis on the blood serum. I must say that the results are full of twists, turns, and some unexpected developments. Stop beating around the bush and get to the point. Yes, my lord. Instead of being an antidote to the Tianhua, it is instead changes its form. It's basically a catalyst for the continued mutation of the Tianhua. Is that why they all turned into monsters? All because of the serum injections? The mutant's condition itself is also infectious, so I can't confirm the exact number of those that were infected through that vector. If you require it, I can give an estimate using simulations. No need, not when we've already confirmed the source. Who would deliberately do such a tedious thing? Think about it. Who has done the most research on the Tianhua? Who has the technology to do this? The answer is obvious. Yigong? This doesn't seem like something she would do. Why? Who knows? But I'll be hearing from her soon. Abacus, can you find a way to eliminate these living corpses? They keep regenerating. On that subject, I have good news and bad news. Start with the bad news. Who would ever want to hear the bad news first? You gotta start with the good news. That kind of negativity will be your ruin. No, see, because if you start with the bad news and you end on the good news, you end on a high note. Abacus, what's the good news? You're not even going to give me the choice? Okay. The good news is that we have indeed discovered their weakness. If we know the genetic sequence responsible for their regeneration, we can permanently destroy it. The bad news is that these mutants are an amalgam of different genetic sources, making it impossible to trace the original genetic sequence. Does that mean we need to find the original cells? Where should we start? Based on my calculations, these cells were obtained from a Solarian, one that ages very slowly. Oh, I have the hair. Like the imprisoned Kanghui? Could it actually be E? You haven't aged ever since the incident. My apologies, but I have already run those tests. Neither Kankui's nor E's genetics correspond. Are you sure it's not E? Try running those tests again. He has the most enigmatic body in all of New Kunlun. Lucky for us, I have something that might come in handy. This is G's hair. Lord G's hair. Analyze it. These might be the cells we've been looking for. Please wait patiently, my lord, as I run the comparison system. Wasn't Kankui, that was the guy in charge of in charge of quote unquote. That was the guy at the end of the prison who I sliced. Interesting. As you had predicted, Lord E, G's cells and the regenerating gene sequence from the Tianhua mutant form a 99.97% match. Based on this data, I have successfully discovered a way to break into their mutant cores. I have designed a special device, and now as long as you add it to your talisman system, these monsters will no longer be an obstacle to you. What materials will you need for this device? The way it functions is simple, and the materials are readily available, but the work required to make it is extremely complex. It should only be attempted by an exceptional craftsman familiar with basic mechanical principles. Are you saying that in front of me on purpose? Save me your flattery and give me the blueprints already. Of course. I shall leave this to you, Lord Kwafu. Done! Let's get this on you. Super Mutant Buster. Special device designed by Abacus. Its name demonstrates Kwafu's unique tastes. Fully integrated into E's talisman system, this device triggers automatically upon talisman detonation, destroying the mutant's cores and granting them eternal rest. You really don't have a knack for names. It might look simple, but parts of it were really tricky to make. Nothing I couldn't handle, though. Much obliged. It was nothing. I helped too! More like helped get in the way. Well, I guess he did contribute a tiny bit. See? You two have been getting along pretty well. You're imagining things. We are fundamentally different beings. An 8-man will only be 8-man. But let's not get sidetracked. You know how to use it, right? I've already set all the parameters. The device will trigger automatically upon contact, releasing a surge of energy that will burst inside the mutant. It should basically work just like your talisman system. Okay, I can finally deal with the living corpses in the Empyrean district. I can also help with the living corpses thingy. You will stay right here while I conduct my business. If you get bored, ask Uncle Chubby to play with you. You're really good at making life difficult for others. Yeah, I don't know how Chun Chun's gonna help with the mutants. Alright. So I'm assuming this is gonna let me get into the research facility. But first I want to try something. Are they still partying in here? Even though these guys are dead on the floor? Ah. Twin Dao fruit. When a Solarian dies after succumbing to the blah blah blah. Gorgeous fungal flower. Unclear why this happens. Massive amount of skill points upon absorption. Okay. So that's how I get the Dao fruit from those guys. Alright, I was wondering what doing that would do. It's been pretty incredible how this game has managed to make characters that are not good people, but are also not like wholly evil either. So like, none of them are just unapologetically bad guys doing bad things because they don't care about anyone. Well, some of them do bad things because they don't care about anyone, but none of them are just that. All of them have some sort of sympathetic element, but it's not enough to make you like not want to kill them. It's more like a bitter element to it, in a sense. Okay, that's interesting. This stuff actually wasn't here the first time through the research area. This guy was, though. Okay. So I guess it's spreading. Give me my Cloudburster back. Don't know what that is, but it didn't seem to hurt me. Maybe I dodged at the right time. I'm not sure if I actually need to kill those guys to deplete their health to get them with the Buster. Okay, so hold on. So I should be able to... Oh, it just goes away as soon as I hit the... So I gotta break open the floor with that thing. Ah, okay. That was interesting. So like, it goes away as soon as I release the... So if I charge an unbounded counter, I can then go into a talisman. That's interesting. That's the skill. Wow. Ah, it kills all the others nearby, it seems like. Haven't seen one of those guys in a while. Do I want to know what that is? Oh, God. So I do need to deplete their health. There we go. I'm taking my senior officer to Ascension Palace. He already finished his Desk Guardian service and was eligible to be discharged for hibernation. However, what appeared before us wasn't a hibernation machine, it was a killing machine. I saw all the others who had been discharged there. Some turned into monsters, and those that didn't were just being kept as experimental subjects. Was there no hope to begin with? We used all our strength to escape here. But now my senior officer's injured, and all the medical equipment here is broken. How did it come to this? Rest node.
Sir?
E, can you hear me? There's something I felt was off when I woke up, but we never had a chance to talk about it. What is it? Do you know about the Dust Guardians? I don't know much, but I've seen them mentioned in some documents. The Dust Guardians are staff responsible for maintaining all operations at New Kunlun. Over the past 500 years, while the Solarian passengers slept, they worked to ensure everything kept functioning. I thought New Kunlun systems were fully automated. Well, relying solely on automated systems comes with risks. What's more, since you were in charge of developing the autonomous systems, Yigong was worried you might have tampered with it. After you were out of the picture, she greatly limited the scope and clearance for all high-intelligence systems, including Abacus. She then personally recruited the Dust Guardians, which report directly to her. I never had the spare time to play petty games like this. How have those Dust Guardians stayed alive for so long? Have they been genetically modified like Chiyu? No, they're Solarians. It goes without saying that they were also infected by the Tianhua virus. Yigong's strategy seemed to be to use them in shifts, which prolonged their lives. The weird thing is, when I woke up, I couldn't contact a single Dust Guardian. It's like the entire organization had evaporated into thin air. That's the first time something like it has happened in over 500 years. That explains why everything's falling apart. Could the mutants have something to do with why the Dust Guardians vanished? I don't know, but they were effectively Yigong's personal guard, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were conducting shady activities. Their headquarters is inside the research center. You might dig up something there. And smash. Oh, is this gonna get me on the other side of the big scary door? So yeah, we're on the other side of the wall. Yeah. So the guys with the blue on them kill all other mutants nearby when they die. That's helpful. Interesting. So there's a way down and there's a way up. Or does that... Yeah, that just leads back to the... So there's a way down. There's a bunch of other places. I think I'm going to hold to... I'm not 100%ing this game. I'm not going to complete this area. As much as it sucks to have this area be the one incomplete area of the game. We're 20... This is going to be the 22nd episode, so we're 22 episodes deep at this point, and... It's not that I'm not enjoying this game. I am enjoying every second of it. It's that... I'm looking forward to other things too. And I'm also looking forward to playing through this again on my own time. But to do that, I want to finish this first. Let's do the mob quells. I haven't done the mob quells. We'll see if they're ever practical. My lord, you are not far from the last soul Li Gong. She is the final hurdle in the way of you obtaining all the soul seals. This last encounter is filled with unknown variables, so make sure you're fully prepared. I also suggest tying up any unfinished business to minimize any risks later down the road. Okay, so this is the final boss then. Because that was a pretty final warning. Oh dear. Don't you just love nondescript test tubes with live people in them? But what's up here? Oh, it's a return path. This is dork. I forgot I could one combo those guys. Big scary door with a skill fruit behind it. Not sure how I get over there. I must be lower down. Logs. Origin era, year 450, winter 120. I have never seen a catastrophe like this. Tianhua will spread throughout Penglai. No Solarian will be spared, including myself. However, during this chaotic time, the Tiandao Council was able to maneuver itself to the top. This has helped us secure an unprecedented amount of support and resources. Our new Kunlun Research Center will bring back all the Fangxi technologies. I must live up to everyone's hopes and find that cure. That is our current mission. The world will know that science is our only hope. Couple dozen logs later. Origin era, year 452, spring 48. While I was speaking in the Jia Kingdom, pretty sure that's not the guide, unfortunately. A severely injured young boy was put in front of me. He had suffered serious injuries from an explosion. I did not expect him to survive to the next day. Miraculously, it seemed like the primordial roots was helping him regenerate the damaged organs and tissue. Oh, is this E? Damaged by an explosion? Using my rhizomatic stabilizer, the young man not only made a full recovery, his body also exhibited an unprecedented symbiosis between Solarian cells and genetic material from the primordial roots. Yeah, that's me. This data may, that's E. This data may lead us to even more breakthroughs. Have I been blessed by the heavens? It's not that I'm going to choose not to explore and head straight for what I think will be the end point. It's just that if I find myself at what is likely the way forward, I'm not going to backtrack and explore things. Interesting. One wonders what the purpose of this mechanism is. Eh? Those are just ordinary cats. Origin era, year 457, summer 81. I have been going through solution after solution only to find that I'm dead wrong every single time. When we isolated the Tianhua gene from an embryo, the result did not resemble a Solarian in either appearance or intelligence, to say nothing of its incredibly short lifespan. In fact, we might not even be able to create a cure in time. It was in this fraught situation that E came up with the Eternal Cauldron project. It's risky, but it might be our last big gamble. Therefore, I have decided to move all our available resources towards the Eternal Cauldron project. Research on the cure is by no means terminated, just postponed. Evolution. So when they isolated the gene, so it's a genetically transmitted virus, at least partially genetically transmitted. But if you isolate the gene and remove it from an embryo, you just get a normal cat. So maybe Hung was right. This is just part of the cycle of a Solarian's existence, and the end is just the end. All right, that is interesting. This is the G stuff. Origin era, year 468, winter 1223. Fantastic. We have found a new ray of hope on the eve of the launch. Our research was totally misguided. We need not rely on the primordial roots to eternal life for Solarians. With data from G's cells, we'll not only develop a serum for Tianhua, we'll also be able to achieve true immortality. I believe we can overcome any and all challenges we face. A Solarian that can live for thousands of years without any genetic modification. The source of G's vitality differs vastly from that of Kankui or Yi. But this information needs to be concealed, especially for me. We can't afford any more missteps at this juncture. So this Kankui guy, who was in the prison boss, they're being mentioned a lot. I wonder what their deal is, because I must have missed like a log down there or something that explained who they were, but they just seemed like a guy who was hooked up to a machine designed to regenerate them constantly. Foundation era, year 2, autumn 1023. Despite not meeting expectations, we already have a prototype for the cure. The next step will be to test the cure on our test subjects. After several rounds of observation, adjustment, and additional testing, we should be able to perfect the serum. Solarian clinical tests take a massive amount of time to conclude. Luckily, the Eternal Cauldron product has bought us that precious time. In the end, the credit still goes to E. Where did it all go wrong? As your mentor, I thought you'd understand. Oh, good lord, there's a lot of logs here. Foundation era, year 37, winter 215. It's still unclear if one can be completely cured of Tianhua, but there are no doubts regarding the effectiveness of the serum. Based on our reports, Tianhua growth seems to have been suppressed in Dusk Guardians who have received the serum. However, it is worth noting that a very small percentage of test subjects experience secondary mutations. These mutations have led the affected Solarians to take on a new form. What follows is a loss of sanity and an increase in violent behavior. This is a completely new development that will require further observation. Foundation Era, year 125, spring 527. Waking up from the soulscape over and over again has taken a toll on my body. Solarians exhibiting the secondary mutations now referred to as mutants have demonstrated some incredible abilities. With the roots genes already present in Tianhua, some mutants have been able to infect and devour a part of the primordial roots. Through that connection, these mutants are functionally immortal. Data corrupted. So, symbolic in a way that resisting what seems to be natural allows you to sort of corrupt the roots. Foundation Area 259, Summer 812. Damn soulscape, my head feels like it's about to explode. Returning to our report, the mutants seem to exhibit some collective consciousness. They share information and act as a group to the point of being energy efficient and coordinated to an extreme degree. This phenomena goes beyond our traditional understanding of life forms. We may be on the cusp of discovering a whole new type of organism. Data corrupted. So there are a lot of numbers between these logs. Foundation Era, year 351. We have concluded our clinical tests after no new qualitative changes were observed. 90% of those who received the serum failed to recover from Tianhua. The remaining 10% turned into mutants. How are we supposed to find the solution? Back. No, we are not back behind the big scary door. How do we get to the big scary door? Okay, that's the soulscape. I can get the seal from there and then leave somehow. Man, how do I get up there? There's like no other paths. Interesting. Alright, well, it's soulscape time. Dark. Oh. Oh, they're empty. So this is where you were hiding. You weren't easy to find. I really didn't expect to see you again, E. I'm sure you didn't enter my soulscape just to say hello. No, I'm here to patch up my regrets. Have you forgotten already? We were separated in such a hurry I didn't have time to properly say goodbye to my old mentor. What a sentimental disciple you are. It has been 509 years since we last parted, hasn't it? Back then, if I was able to convince you, things might not have developed this way. Spare me the empty speculation. If we could go back in time, I would simply behead you with my sword. I've watched you murder the souls one after the other. I don't even recognize you anymore behind your bloodlust. You were my favorite student, so curious about the world and eager to learn science. Don't you remember? You came up with the Eternal Cauldron and brought hope to Solarians. That hope should not have been based on lies. People have a right to the truth. That's what you taught me. You were the one who betrayed everything you believed in. Is that really what caused the disagreement? Lying about the Eternal Cauldron project? Wrong. As a scientist, I knew from the very beginning that it was important to solve problems in a practical manner. Truth and lies mean nothing compared to a Solarian's life. Forgive me for asking, but do you think Tianhua will just disappear once you've taken all the soul seals? Or do you plan on waking everyone up just to die together back in Penglai? I believe there are things more important than your survival. Like what? What could be more important than staying alive? Without life, we all return to nothingness. I have indeed made mistakes in the past. That's why I spent the last few centuries trying to make amends. Right now, I am the only one who can make things right, no matter how much you hate me. This is an indisputable fact. You're not in a position to say any of that. Did that strike a nerve? That's only because deep down you know I'm right. E, are you doing this on behalf of all Solarians, or is this a personal vendetta? Don't talk like you know me. Deny it all you like, but the mentor always has a handle over the student. I don't think there's any meaning in continuing this idle chatter. I agree. Draw your sword. I won't lose to you this time. I admire your confidence, but don't forget, this is my soulscape. Do you recall the first key point from the Fangxi art of war? All warfare is based on deception. Correct. You have always been an excellent pupil. I seized control of your nerve centers the moment you entered this realm. Even I didn't think you'd pull such a dirty trick. In fact, I was just thinking about how I would obtain the permissions to usher in the new era. The heavens must have sent you to assist me, and for that you have my gratitude. You planned this from the start, so then those mutants... No way. There were many accidents along the way, but I finally understand the purpose of it all. Everything, including your betrayal, ended up working in my favor. Sleep peacefully, my child, for this nightmare is about to end. So Egong stole the soul seals and is going to get into the place and do something, presumably something bad. Or at the very least, I can't seize control anymore. Or maybe once the door is open, it'll be open for everyone. Because that's how security works.
炳胜，
King?
Hing, is that you? I've been thinking about a lot lately. What do you mean? Why are you here?
半强，
I'm sorry, but I can't leave with you. What did you say?
good，
I'm not going with you. I want to stay. What happened? What's making you say such a stupid thing? I'm serious. You will die if you stay here, don't you know that? This is from the cutscene earlier, I think. I don't think it's quite word for word, but I know, but I can't imagine my life ending anywhere other than in Penglai. At New Kunlun, we will find a way to end this virus. You won't have to fear Tianhua.
因做
But
我记录
ultimately, we're all mortal, and I hope to complete my journey within the Great Tao.
Wait.
There you go again with that gibberish. Do you not want to live anymore? Of course I want to live. How could I not want to spend the rest of my days with you? But Yi, I don't want to run away. Life and death are part of an inseparable whole. We must live well and be willing to accept death's embrace when it inevitably comes. Back then the primordial roots extended your life. The one that saved me was my mentor. Why do you think I worked so hard to study science for all these years? I thought you of all people would understand. Why would you betray me like this? I've always saved the best of everything for you. No, you just assumed what I wanted. You never bothered to ask me. You keep saying it's all for me, but really, it's always been about what you want. So everything I've done up to now is just my own wishful thinking.
冠卑蝼蚁
I get it now. Is that what's been going through your head? I should have known. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. I think you made your point loud and clear. Let me do the same. I will come back to visit one last time before takeoff. If after giving it some thought you still decide not to come, then you're gone to me and I never had a little sister.
我才有
What? How could you say something like that? You're all I have left. I'd rather forget about you than approve of you rotting with the rest of the lunatics on Penglai.
我做
Why? Doesn't matter. You're not at fault and I'm not at fault. Yes, none of us were at fault. We just made different choices.
我做
But you never came back. Why? Why did you leave me behind? I didn't. When the curtain falls, none of us are really at fault. We are souls. Hearts shining all species, never to be extinguished. Leeching off bygone glory to fuel our brilliance. We are survivors. Our feverish flames have failed to forge hope, inflicting blistering pain with each searing embrace. We are martyrs. Working in vain, painting our colors across the sky over and over again, probing and feeling. Night descends, and our light is already faded. Right and wrong fade away in the twilight. The sky is getting dark. No one's at fault, for we are only souls. Screen. I knew you were here, E. Aren't you excited for dinner tonight? E, you're finally awake. Is that you, Xuan? Can you hear me, E? Where have you been? We were attacked. The Four Seasons Pavilion. How? Are you in danger? Those metallic monsters suddenly came in and... Ah! Wait, I think they're back.
What?
Find a place to hide. Quickly. Xuan? Xuan, are you there? Answer me. Alright. Oh god, that's a lot of logs. Do I have time to listen to all of these? Foundation era... Forget it, it doesn't matter anymore. I have looked over all my past research data. Perhaps there was something we didn't account for. Why were we even researching immortality in the first place? Okay, they're short. No. There has to be an explanation and I will find the answer. Scientific questions always yield answers. I must have missed something crucial. There are Solarians in their soulscapes just waiting for me to save them. All my sacrifices will eventually pay off. That's right, I've been a fool. The mutations are the key. To think that I wasted all this time. The existence of the mutants gives us a whole new paradigm to view our life in the universe. Data corrupted. Why even have that button if it's just going to be corrupted? That's a game mechanic question. I finally understand. Tianhua was never supposed to be a disaster. It's a trial and a gift from the universe to all Solarians. The mutations will allow Solarians to unlock the next stage in our evolution. This is my destiny, to lead all Solarians toward their immortal futures. How incredibly profound. This is a very long hallway. Got some music starting up. I don't have my UI for this. Not sure if there's a point to picking up the Jin anymore. I don't know how much health I have. I don't know how much chi I have. Oh, that kills them too. Interesting. Maybe I should have saved that guy. Again, I don't know how much health I have left. staying safe. Oh, that was quite the sequence. Oh. Origin era, year 434, spring 35. Under both the pressure and expectations of the Council, I have fully devoted myself to the Immortality Project. If I fail to yield positive results once more, the Fang Clan might pull their funding. This has been a personal dream of mine, so I cannot fail in this last-ditch effort. I'll start by researching the cells of the primordial roots Fusang for any clues. I am like one hit away from death right now. I burned so many heal charges during that sequence. Origin era, year 444, summer 617. After 10 years of unrelenting research, we have finally made a critical breakthrough in the synthesis between Solarian cells and the root's regeneration cells. This is our first step towards immortality and a victory for science. This research may even become a turning point and encourage people to embrace science and technology. It may be our greatest accomplishment since Lyra passed away. So here are some of the in-between logs, it looks like. Origin era, year 446, autumn 919. All test subjects have developed symptoms of rejection and are dying one after the other. The cause is a hitherto unknown virus that was accidentally synthesized during the gene editing process that has been codenamed Tianhua. The virus is contagious, but we have neither isolated it nor found its transmission vectors. Once the infected pass away, flowers blossom from their corpses, allowing the virus to propagate itself. So if I understood that correctly, log 1. This is literally the first one. Immortality Project. So Igong was working on immortality before the whole thing, this whole virus came about. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not Abacus. My lord, welcome back. What happened? Where's Xuan Xuan? He has to duck to get through the door. Yi, you're back! Those people came in and broke Abacus. Yigong brought our guards here and wreaked havoc. I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do. This is all my fault, my lord. The alarms were disabled due to an exploit in the firewall. What's the extent of the damage? Most of our facilities are still functioning. However, Yigong took the soul seal in your vital sanctum. I tried all I could to stop her, but she succeeded in the end. I deserve the most severe punishment. I was also stripped of all my permissions. So now she alone holds the power of all 10 soul seals. Why would she go through all this trouble? She must also be after the council code, and I can be pretty certain we won't like what she has in mind. I just didn't think she would also be the one behind the mutants. What do you mean? Does she want to destroy New Kunlun? Based on what we know, it's definitely within the realm of possibility. But why would she? I can perform a situational analysis and calculate probable causes. Warning, warning, analytical system failed. Core processor damage extent, 97%. So it's not just your language processing module, your entire core is... Yes, apologies. I will not be of much help anymore. I may be about to shut down permanently. Shut down? What's wrong with Abacus? Can you fix me? Uncle Chubby? We're not gonna let Abacus die, right? Core damage is irreparable. No one will be able to fix it. How'd you build it in the first place then? No. Is this my fault? Or is it more that once you replace the broken parts of the core, it's not the same AI anymore? Is this my fault? Absolutely not, Xuan Xuan. My shutdown isn't related to the actions of anyone. The winds of fortune blow every which way. No one escapes calamity, not even if they happen to be the world's most powerful computer. You know, I feared that I would never see you again, my lord. However, that cherished wish has finally been fulfilled. You've always been so sentimental, Abacus. Thanks for everything. I have stored your preferred tools and defaults in a backup database. They can be transferred seamlessly if you require a new assistant. Good luck. May you... Processing limit exceeded. Permanent shutdown in 3, 2, 1. Abacus? Abacus! Aww. Alright. Time to bite back, I guess. I think we've just about hit our limit for this episode. So as close as we are to the end, and I have a feeling we're literally just going to go up the elevator to the final boss, and then that's going to be the end. I will have to see you all for that next week. So, thank you for watching.